I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas.
Just
I'm
win,
a
baby.
player, a boss player. And if you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. Cause I'm a player, boss player. And if you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Real Raiders podcast. It's Mariano along with
Victor Freeze,
and we are back again. Now, we must sound like broken records at this point, but we are here at the bye week, and we're going to keep it rocking and rolling for you guys. I missed an episode again, so I do apologize about that. But we got a couple things to cover with you guys today. Obviously, we're going to do the news and notes of the week like we do every week. We're also going to do a recap of the Philadelphia game. And then we'll tie it back in with a couple other things that we want to talk about moving forward. So,
yeah, but right now we're gonna drop in the call-in number right here. Been making the mistake of not saying the number out loud, right? So now we're gonna say it right now. So it's 415-634-9086. This is for all our listeners. You know what I'm saying? I've just been putting it up on the video, but not been saying it out loud. So 415-634-9086. Call into the show, be featured on the show. You could call or text, and your question, whatever you want to say about the nation or about this show, will be featured on the show.
that's right.
That's right. All right, let's get it started, man. News and notes of the week. You want to kick it off, Mario, or you want me to get it?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, rock.
So the first thing on my news and notes list is the Josh Jacobs injury, right? So he got pulled from last week's game after he made a touchdown. Looked like a shoulder injury. They were calling it a chest injury, right? Josh Jacobs posted on his story. He's like, I do not have a chest injury. Stop the cap. So it's like, there's a lot going on right there. Rich Bisaccia said he's fine. Josh Jacobs practiced on Monday. So, it's a lot of back and forth. Luckily, it is a bye week, so whatever he does have, it's obviously shouldn't be big, and he should be back and healthy for the Giants game. I was watching the Raiders report, Mitchell Renz over there. I think it was yesterday or this morning or whatever. But he said he thinks they pulled Josh Jacobs from the game because they thought the staff thought they had the game handled, and they liked the way that Kenyon Drake has been playing. So why not rest your stud running back for that game? Which I think is, smart, especially the way that Kenyon Drake has been playing. Mm-hmm. So that makes sense too. And I think overall, I think Josh is fine. I think the media is just trying to stir some stuff up. If that's the case. What do you think, Mariano?
Yeah, I mean, who really knows? He's saying that he's okay. This isn't the first time that he's done that as well. He did that when John Gruden was the coach. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. There's always a little bit of give and take with Josh Jacobs.
We do know he's a tough motherfucker, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. When he's in the game, I mean, he's giving it all that he's got.
Yeah.
And it's a long season, man. We still got 10 games left.
Yeah.
Which normally we're getting to almost the halfway point of the season. Actually, this is week 8, right?
Yeah.
This normally would have been
the half point
of the season. Mm-hmm. But there's still another 10 weeks to go.
Yeah.
Which is amazing for us, the fans, but... overall, this whole season, this is why we got Kenyon Drake, is to relieve him, right?
Yeah.
And Josh Jacobs has said himself that, he wants Kenyon Drake to eat. So, I think that this is a good collective team at the moment. So, a very selfless team, I should say. So, that's my kind of views on it.
Sure. Going on to another injury, we have Darren Waller, our, top 2 tight end in the league. You heard that right. Top 2, not top 3, top 2. All right. Mm-hmm. He's dealing with an apparent ankle injury, I believe it is. It's very super last minute. He got ruled out of the game against the Eagles. I think he should be fine. He has 2 weeks to rest on it. Obviously, he wasn't put on IR, so it's nothing serious. Maybe just like a sprain, like a unexpected sprain that he got. Mm-hmm. Foster Monroe filled in perfectly, even though he was in the podium saying he didn't know what he was doing. He just blacked out on that play, but he filled in perfectly for Darren Waller. Hopefully...
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
He said, I just blacked out on the play.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I don't think Waller's injury is serious, and I think it was just maybe just like Josh Jacobs preventative to make sure that nothing else happens, to our star tight end. Just as nothing wants that. We don't want anything to happen to our star running back. What do you think about Darren Waller?
Darren Waller?
Yeah.
He's fine, man. I mean, he's going to be back. Even if he's not, we got Foster Moreau. Foster Moreau came out and balled out. Next man up. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't go on Sunday. We need to have the next man up. And Mike Mayock has built a good team, man. I mean, look at what we have. Now, obviously, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because there's still a lot of season left. And we know the past few seasons we have collapsed a couple times. So, I'm going to try to take the same attitude that the Raiders have and just play it week by week, man.
Yeah.
But we can enjoy these last 2 dubs,
For sure.
And hopefully they can keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Next on the list, we have Willie Snead asked to be released by the Raiders, right? So this comes after he only caught 3 passes the whole season, and then I think he would have caught 4, but the other one went for an interception. So he wasn't getting no burn. We're halfway into the season, and it's understanding with the veteran of his caliber, but it is what it is. One of those practice guy squad is going to get elevated. Dylan Stoner or DJ Turner. Look for one of those guys to get elevated onto the active roster, but Mariano you were saying earlier, he filled in for Regs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zay would fill in.
Moving forward with Willie Snead being gone. I mean, Zay has made some clutch plays this year. It's like every time we need a big play, it comes from Zay.
Yeah.
Which has been great. It's refreshing. He's been in the offense for years. The whole flow of the team in the game, it's all coming just so much easier to the Raiders, I feel like.
Yeah.
And me and Vic were kind of talking about it before the show. It's like, can you imagine being one of the players that's playing for John Gruden? Like, they're probably, first of all, he's throwing the playbook at you, right?
Yeah.
And you can only fathom how much stuff he's uploaded into this playbook that they have, right? So many different calls, motions, all these different things. And then if you fuck up on the play, he's gonna scold you.
Yeah.
I understand that these dudes are professionals, but at the end of the day, they're humans too, right? So they could be more, concerned about fucking up on a play or not making the right play, more so than just enjoying the game of football. Going out there and being able to execute play by play, because this game is won with a matter of inches.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time when you can start to operate off of instinct, that's when you see a lot more big plays happen. You're not so concerned with the little things. You just go out there and execute.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
Definitely second nature.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing, you have one more thing, and then after that we want to address the rumors amongst Melvin Ingram, right? Raiders interested in Melvin Ingram. We were interested in him in the offseason, but it looked like he couldn't pass his physical, right? Mm-hmm. That was the issue. So we didn't sign him. And now they're talking about trading for the Steelers for him. And I don't like the move because our defensive line rotation is already on point. I don't think anything needs to get changed from that. I like all the players that we have right now, and if we wanted Melvin Ingram, then we should have just fucking signed him in the offseason, not have it use trade capital for him in the middle of the season. What do you think, Mariano?
I think that the few players that Gus Bradley has brought to the team that used to be on the Chargers are balling the fuck out. And then if they did bring them to the team, you can never have enough pass rushers. Mm-hmm. It really depends on what it would cost to get them, right? That's what it boils down to, which it can't be much. They'd probably take a 6 or 7 round pick. But on the flip side, too, Mayock has been hitting on these late round draft picks.
Yeah, right? That's true.
So it's a tough one.
More so the 4th and the 5th, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the money.
Yeah. I'd say barring an injury, right, which you can say that at any point in the season. But if there was an injury to, I don't know, one of the defensive linemen on the edge, I'd say, yeah, let's probably go make it happen. But I have trust in Mayock, man. honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm all for him keeping his job this year, by the way. You know?
For sure.
I don't know how you feel about it, Vic. But,
No, yeah. I think all those, like I stated in earlier episodes, all those early first round not misses, but reaches and things of that nature, those players that are like over projected. I think that was a lot of Gruden calling those shots. First, second round, maybe even third round. Gruden had a lot to say. I think our gems like Max Crosby, Hunter Renfrow, Nate Hobbs, those are all Mayock gems that he found. Foster Monroe.
Merrick's balling.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Last season, we would get pissed off because what was Eric Harris. Right? What'd you used to call him last year?
Simone Raider called him Eric, I'm a liability Harris.
Yeah, Eric, I'm a liability Harris. We would complain about him missing a tackle or any of that.
Yeah.
But that he hasn't been mentioned at all.
You don't see that shit. No safety getting burnt.
Yeah, he plays very good fundamental football, and he tackles well in open space, which is huge.
For sure.
Another thing too, you kind of touched on the whiffs of the early round draft picks, right? Mm-hmm. Who did we really whiff on other than Cleve Farrell and maybe Damon Arnett? It's still so early in Damon Arnett's career. He could still possibly turn into a player.
Yeah.
Right? Abrams is playing well this year. He's a starter, bro. Mm-hmm. You draft someone in the first round to be a starter and to be effective at their job. He's done that this year. Mm-hmm. Right? Josh Jacobs, he can't stay healthy for whatever reason. But when he's on the field, he's productive. Right? Yeah. We may have a superstar in this league. Maybe not. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But I think that was a win as far as one of their draft picks go.
Yeah, but by no means is Cleveland Farrell a whiff as a player, right? He's a great rotational piece, but I'm saying at that fourth position, that's prime real estate. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you 100%.
So it's like
I consider that a whiff.
Yeah. And then
I do.
Leatherwood could also be.
He's not a starter right now, bro.
Yeah.
And he's the 4th overall pick.
Exactly.
That shouldn't happen in your 3rd year in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. That should be the year you're taking like that different step to your game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then there's Leatherwood and Arnett. Leatherwood, he's been doing better now that he transitioned to guard.
Leatherwood's a rookie.
That's true. Colton Miller had his shit too.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. He could, be the next latest greatest thing.
Mm-hmm. Arnett though. Mm-hmm. We gotta see about that one, right? We gotta see about that one, but
yeah, but look, you get Nate Hobbs.
Yeah, no.
I get balance. It's a balance, right? Mayock said it best himself. I think it was his first year when he took over. Mm-hmm. He said that the 5th round pick is just as important as the first round pick, right? Which he has clearly shown.
Yeah.
He gets some ballers, gems, some gems for sure.
Yeah.
So my faith is in Mayock. I think that John Gruden. What's very clear about this football team is that it's evident that John Gruden had the right people in place.
Yeah, the staff is amazing. Like
the staff is like
to have continuity and keep Rich as the head coach would be honestly the way it's looking right now, the way the ball's rolling right now, it looks good.
Yeah.
But even if a new coach does come in, I would honestly want to keep the staff, bro. Because it's like the staff is just like great from head to toe, from Mayock to fucking. Even Bisaccia as a special teams coach, it's a staff, like I stated earlier, like when we were talking about the episode when Gruden left. Mm-hmm. I think we have the right staff. If it was any other team, they'd be fucked, right? But we have a staff from head to toe that's just like guys with experience and continuity amongst the defense, not the defense, but amongst the offense, And the defense, first year defense, and it's doing amazing too. So it's like I want to keep this momentum going that we got already established here.
Yeah, and it's clear that this team is talented.
Yeah.
They have talent at every level this year on the offensive side of the ball. If they want to attack the ball down the field, they can with Ruggs. Mm-hmm. Intermediate with Renfrow and Waller. And then they can also
even throw Edwards down the field too.
Edwards too, right? They have talent at every position on offense, and on defense, they got talent at every level. Perryman is balling. I mean,
Crosby, Yannick, balling.
Yeah.
Quentin Jefferson, balling.
Mm-hmm.
Hayward, Hobbs, balling.
Solomon Thomas.
Mullen would be balling if he was not injured too.
Yeah.
It's just
Solomon Thomas.
Solomon Thomas has been balling with his reps too.
Mm-hmm.
Phylon has been balling with his reps that he gets too. But it's like everyone has their moments, and everyone, has been putting it together week in and week out.
Yeah, 100%.
But we got a little sidetracked there. We're talking about Melvin Ingram trade.
Yeah.
Let's reel it back in real quick. So is there any trade targets that you would want for this team right now, since the deadline is approaching real quick?
Any trade targets?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
you
any.
Could even, not even a specific player, but a position you think we would need.
At the moment, I feel like we have the right roster in place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, assuming Mullen comes back, right, at corner, as well as Arnett, and we get some more depth there. But boy, Faison's been balling.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Signing him off the practice squad too.
I mean, like,
that man should have been on the roster.
Take your time coming back, Mullen. The way he's been playing.
Yeah, no, he's been playing nice.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Mullen was showing that he can be a lockdown corner, man. This whole team, there's just something. It just feels different.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many people have used that term, but it really does feel different. Just the way that they've came together. I mean, because this could have easily turned left, right?
Yeah.
With the whole John Gruden thing, this could have easily
called it the season, and that's it.
Thrown in the ropes. I mean, just because the Raiders have messed me up mentally my whole childhood, your mind doesn't help but wander there.
Yeah.
So the fact that they rallied together, they won these 2 weeks, and we don't have that rough of a schedule ahead of us, right? After the bye week, we got the Giants and then the Chiefs, which are both winnable games.
Yeah, especially with the way the Chiefs have been playing and the way our defense is playing.
Yeah. So we'll see.
For sure.
I'm excited. This is like the best time of year.
Yeah, man.
Especially when the Raiders are winning. They have a winning schedule. They're number 2 in the AFC right now.
It's crazy.
So what you think, Vic? Are they contenders or pretenders like we used to do in fantasy? You remember that?
I think they're the real deal, man. And as long as they don't play like they did against the Bears or the Chargers. I think the Bears was the worst performance though, because the Chargers, they still had like some hope. They came back, but the Bears, that was just a horrible effort that they put on the field. And we discussed it. It might have been that they already knew like the shit that was going down, like with Gruden and shit. So that might have played a factor. But honestly, if we put together games like we have these last 2 weeks, I don't see it. Us not going to the playoffs. There's no way we don't go to the playoffs. But as a trade target, I think maybe a right tackle. I'd like a right tackle. Brandon Parker, he's been decent, but we get a right tackle or maybe even some depth on the offensive line, maybe at guard. Because once John Simpson went down, we put in Jordan. Was it Simmons? Simmons was the backup or something. So maybe some more depth in that position. But I think other than that, as you were saying, this team is very well rounded. And we do have a lot of depth, so things like next man up that we were discussing earlier with Josh Jacobs and Darren Wallers, could keep us going. As you see, we had no Waller, no Jacobs in the last game, and we kept the ball rolling too. So I definitely think we're the real deal, even though fucking Stephen A. Smith and Bleacher Report were saying we're pretenders. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck them. Pretty much, man.
But yeah, we got a little sidetracked right there.
That's what we do, man. We're talking Raider football. We're talking Raider football.
Do you have anything left on the news and notes, Mariano?
Nah, that's all.
No?
I got. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the recap of the Eagles game, Mariano. Hit us with some thoughts, man.
My overall thoughts is they played a great game. I bet someone too.
Oh, yeah?
I bet someone on that game.
How much you bet?
He was an Eagle fan. Yeah. We'll say we bet an expensive lunch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, normally this guy, I won't say his name because it really don't matter. But normally this guy like to talk a bunch of shit, right? And the Eagles scored first, right? So I get the text message, right? And it's funny because I know he's watching a stream and not watching the TV because it came so late, right?
Okay.
He texts me, "Let's go." And you know what? I refrained from saying anything. And then I replied, I said, ... What happened to your team, bro? Yeah. He didn't want to hear it. But anyways, the Raiders played a very good game.
It was a complete game just like the week before.
Just like the week before. This team has clearly bonded together. And there's a lot more chemistry, it feels like. Especially the continuity with the offense. The flow of the offense is just so much better. We've seen screens back-to-back weeks called at the perfect time.
Way more play action.
Yeah, and you just see there's something about Derek, man. Derek is playing different.
Completing 90% of your passes. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
What is the statistic? Forgot since what year? Like how many quarterbacks have completed over 90%? The whole rest of the league is 1, and Derek Carr has 2 games where he completed over 90% of his passes. I forgot like since what year. I think probably since Derek Carr coming into the league, right? Every other quarterback, there's only been 1 quarterback that's completed over 90% of their passes. And besides that, Derek Carr has had 2 games where he's completed over 90% of his passes. So you're right, man. Derek Carr is playing on another level. He's second to what? The GOAT, Tom Brady right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's definitely, I think he's back in that run for MVP. When those losses hit, there was a little hush-hush on the MVP talks. But
yeah,
I think, these last 2 games, Derek came out, he's like, I'm still in this motherfucking running, bitch.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, here's going to be the toughest thing is if he keeps playing the way that he's playing, in order to win the MVP, you got to throw more touchdowns. Yeah. Because right now he's got like a 2-to-1 touchdown ratio. Actually, it's higher than that, but it just feels like for every 2 touchdowns he throws a pick, right? And normally you got to get somewhat close to about 50 touchdowns as a quarterback in order to win that as well with astronomical miles. I mean, miles for yards. You know what I mean? Astronomical yards.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But if he keeps he's balling at the moment. Yeah. They have a balanced attack. They've gotten the run game going, so the play action is working.
Greg Olson's just calling beautiful games back-to-back weeks. And this is the thing that we discussed as John Gruden left. Maybe it's a blessing. Maybe it opens up our playbook, and we're seeing it right now. Yeah. Olson has been calling amazing plays, and as you were talking about earlier, Derek Carr, he hasn't been checking, doing too much audibles or nothing at the line. He either goes, we're good, or kill. So that means either he's sticking with the play or he's audibling to the next play. But there's no more outside of that. Like, you don't hear no Nancy Gruden's, no Monica Lewinsky's, no,
right.
No extra stuff. It's
all the different audibles.
So they have the right stuff dialed in, right?
They're really focused on, their objective, because the tough part that a lot of people don't think about, while we're just sitting on the couch scratching ourselves watching the game, they just go out there, run, call hike, and they start running a play, right? But everyone has to be on the same page, and when you're doing so many different things at the line, you're switching things, everyone's thinking to themselves like, oh fuck, what do I gotta do now? Yeah. When you've been in that 3-point stance, you're sitting there thinking mentally like, oh shit, like what am I supposed to do again? Versus coming out, okay, it's either gonna be this or this or this. Yeah. And obviously, I'm at a much smaller scale. Yeah. Way below down here. Their knowledge and everything of the game is obviously much higher, but But I've been there. That's the thing.
Yeah, one thing a lot of people got worried towards the end there. Obviously, we had the game in hand most of the game. They only had one touchdown, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, the score was creeping up.
33-22 was the final score.
A lot of people wanted the Raiders to, keep their their foot on the pedal, is what I meant to say. They felt like they were giving them opportunity to come back, but I think what people don't understand about cover 3 is that's when you're ahead, it's like a prevent defense. Like you'll give them that 5 whatever, so they could keep on chewing the clock and stuff. Mm-hmm. But Gus Bradley knows what he's doing, you guys. Like those points that came in for garbage time weren't going to change the result of the game, bro. Like the game was handled by the time those points were on the board. Yeah. I understand, maybe try to get a first down or 2 or more on offense. That's a different story, but the defense, at that point, they want the offense to take their time to get down the field. So that's why you give them, opportunities like that. If you notice, there was no big plays, like giving up.
Right.
So that's the good part. Like if we're giving up big plays, then it's like, holy shit. Then they're like right here, they're going to be like 28-31, then you start shitting the bed. But I think we had that handled, and I had no problem with the execution in the last quarter of the game. What do you think, Mariano?
Oh, no. I mean, here's the thing is that if this was last season, this would have been a last-second game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But if the defense keeps playing the way that it's playing, we'll be able to go far this season.
Yeah.
Right? Because last year, the offense was never the problem. We all know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of my take.
All right, man. You have any last notes on this Eagles-Raiders game, Mariano?
Yeah, we forgot to give Yannick Ngakoue his love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Week, which is a tall statement. Now we got 2 players that have been named Defensive Player of the Week, Max Crosby and also Yannick Ngakoue.
Hey, he wasn't lying in the preseason when he said we got the best defensive end duo in the league, man.
Oh, he was not lying.
He was not lying, man.
Yeah, no.
Ranked number 1 and number 2, man. Come on now, don't play with us.
Yeah, I mean, our defense is just light years better than it was last year.
I don't know why the fuck we didn't fire Paul Gunther sooner, bro.
I know, huh?
Bro.
That was rough, man. That was rough, but...
Man. Don't hop on now on the Gus Bradley bus if he wasn't there for the Paul Gunther train derailing, man. Don't do it. But no, definitely, Yannick played an amazing game. We've been waiting for a game from him like that too. He's been having a lot of pressure. Max been getting a lot of the roses the last couple games. But
yeah, I mean Faison had a day too. He had 9 tackles, 8 solo, 3 pass defense.
Damn. Yeah,
he had a day,
bro. That's honestly a great pickup that we took from it was the Chargers practice squad.
Chargers practice squad.
It's crazy. Yeah. They should be starting that, man.
Well, he's in Gus Bradley's system, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for him, it was probably like waking up out of bed and knowing what he was going to wear or whatever that day. You know?
Glad we didn't see no Desmond Trufant that game, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Did he get any snaps? Did he record any snaps? Did you see?
I don't see.
No. Okay, maybe that's good.
No.
That's good.
He was in there, though.
He was?
Yeah. He got in the game, bro.
Oh, okay.
When Casey Hayward came off the field, Desmond Trufant came on. You didn't see 10 run onto the field?
Mm.
Yeah, 10 was on the field, bro.
For sure. But, yeah, all right. Last time. Any last notes on this one, Mariana?
On this game?
Yeah.
Nah, that's it.
So that wraps up our recap for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Raiders game. And that concludes this podcast, right, Mariano?
Yeah, that's right.
We appreciate all you guys. We appreciate the love and support of this channel. I love doing these videos. I didn't promote the last week's video. I fucked up there. I was just doing too much shit last week, and that's on me.
It happens, man.
I dropped the video, but I didn't promote it. I was just out and about doing too much shit, but
it'd be like that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Every guy, Every week it's guaranteed to get like 60, 80, 100 views. That's a lot to me.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
we appreciate every single one,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Every single one.
Definitely always getting new followers, new comments, always fun interacting with the nation. You guys keep it going. Appreciate everything. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Share it with your next door neighbor's kid. I don't know, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Keep us growing. And we'll get you on the show, man. Like we said earlier, Mariano, give him the phone number right now.
Yeah, so let's not forget, you can reach us at 415-634-9086.
One more time for our podcast listeners, Mariano.
That's right, 415-634-9086.
All right.
That's right.
All right, Real Raiders, we appreciate y'all, man. It's been mad love. Real Raiders, we're out of here.